Hello, Falcons fans. David here. So we won last night, which is pretty good. 8-0, undefeated. No one else in the league can say that. But the nation still thinks we're not that good. Who cares? We need to let go of that. I want to beat the Saints pretty badly on Sunday. I wouldn't mind losing to the Cardinals. So, if we're going to get our first loss, we'll take it there. Or it'll probably be against the Buccaneers because they're pretty good right now. Anyhow, I have a recording here. It's from the pregame show before the game last night. That's why it's called a pregame show. And it's a special on Matt Ryan, Tony G, having a conversation with Rodney Harrison. And it's pretty good. I watched it last night when I got home. So here it is, and enjoy.
I want to thank Tony.
Excuse me.
National media, keep doing what you do. They will get the respect after they punch a couple other guys in the mouth.
All right, Tony, you said the Falcons get no national attention or respect. Why do you say that?
Well, I think you just look at last week's game. We played against Philly. We beat them. We beat a very good Philly team out there. And then all week, it's all about Philly. And I'm not really concerned about the respect issue. Honestly, I really don't care. Right? Because as long as we keep taking care of business, eventually they'll take notice.
A chest-high touchdown pass to Tony Gonzalez.
And that was a terrific drive by the Atlanta quarterback.
People compare you, Matt, to Joe Flacco and also Ben Roethlisberger, who's won Super Bowl.
Roethlisberger.
Are those comparisons fair?
It's always good to be compared to some guys that are playing at a really high level.
But you haven't won a playoff game.
I get.
Oh, thanks, Rodney.
Quarterbacks are judged by wins and losses, what you do in the playoffs,
Douche.
and I understand that. From my own perspective, I'm not content with where we're at. I'm not content with where I'm at. I'm constantly trying to improve as a player, and hopefully we'll have an opportunity later in the year to kind of change that.
Gonzalez touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Wow. His 99th career touchdown.
You're a future Hall of Famer. In my opinion, the greatest tight end to ever play. What's missing in your career?
Well, we all know that. At least if you follow me, you know that I've never won a playoff game. And that's not my goal.
He's like trolling our players, Rodney Harrison is.
Okay, no. I mean, winning a Super Bowl. That's the reason I've been coming back for the last couple of years. It's what drives me at this point. I mean, I'm having a good time with the guys, too. This is the most fun I've ever had.
So you won't retire?
No, I'm retiring.
He said he's 95% sure that he's going to retire after the season. How do you persuade him to come back and play more? He looks like he's 23 years old.
Yeah, I think there's a lot in that 5%. Just leave the door open with me a little bit. I'll be working it all offseason,
Tony Gonzalez, the touchdown.
Ryan goes, hits the ball so he can spike it. Well, my two sons, I'm taking them to school, and they asked me, they said, hey, Dad, can you ask Matt Ryan a question? Who's your favorite receiver? And they said, Dad, make him answer the question.
The open receiver.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Come on. Who's your favorite receiver?
It's hard. I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky to have, what I think is 3 number 1 receivers. I've got Julio Jones, who's a young guy.
Julio Jones.
Sorry.
He's getting better every week. I've got Roddy White, who's been to a Pro Bowl the last 4 years.
Roddy makes the catch.
And I've got probably the greatest tight end to have ever played the game. But since Tony's sitting here, I'll tell him.
Just for the record, my oldest son said Roddy White. My youngest said Julio Jones. You must have lost your connection with kids. You must really are old.
He's old, man.
Yeah, that's how it goes. It's okay, though.
Okay, Hines, Tony Gonzalez still playing at a very high level, says he's 95% certain this is it for him. Tell me why the 5% should prevail.
The Super Bowl. That's why we play this game, is to try to win the Super Bowl. And for Tony, he's playing at the highest level, and he's on top of his game. So for him to retire and not reach the ultimate prize and go into the Super Bowl, it would be devastating for him.
What if they go to the Super Bowl? Then?
I still think I think if he goes to the Super Bowl, he'll have an opportunity where he can walk away and feel like he got everything that he ever wanted out of the NFL.
That made it easier for you, even though you were winding down a little bit. You'd been to 3 and you won 2. That made the decision easier.
There's no question. I love being up here on the set with do, but I really miss being on that football field. But it makes it easier when you get to the promised land like I've been and actually won 2 of them. So it was easier for me to retire in that sense.
Cowboys-Falcons tonight on Sunday Night Football.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, it'd be nice to advance to 9-0 because that means we'd beat the Saints, and the Saints are playing right now against the Philadelphia Eagles in the Scumbag Bowl. Both those teams are just terrible. Just terrible cities, terrible people, terrible fans, bad organizations. I'll stop there. Anyways, we'll see you at 9-0, and if I get any more footage, I'll be sure to put it up on the on my channel. Okay.